Hello everyone, welcome in or welcome back to my channel. This is Tarot by Melissa, and today's video is going to be how does your person feel? Blunt AF. So what I'm going to be looking into in this reading is channeling the energy of your person, looking into their thoughts and feelings and where they stand with regard to this connection. Let's go ahead and get into some disclaimers. First and foremost, guys, the reason that I label this reading Blunt AF is not to be mean or anything like that. It's to give you the honest, grounded truth of what I'm seeing. Providing you a reading that's, really rooted in the reality of what's happening in your connection. I feel it's my responsibility to you as a reader to tell you the truth and to not sugarcoat. So if I see positive rainbows and sunshine, I'm certainly going to tell you that. But if I see certain things that might be not the best news for you or just more neutral things, I'm going to be sharing that with you as well. So you have a very well-rounded snapshot of what's going on with your person. So if you are sensitive at all to hearing potentially messages that you may not want to hear, this may not be the best fitted reading for you. Also keep in mind that this is a general reading, so some of the messages might resonate quite specifically to you while others may not. Like I always say, if it doesn't apply, let it fly, and please don't allow it to get you upset if I'm saying something in the reading and it doesn't resonate with your situation. If you did want to book a personal reading, all the details on how you can book with me will be linked in the description box down below. Personal readings are always a great way to get a more specific and accurate read on your own energy. So let's get into our pile selection. We're working with 3 piles today. Starting here with pile 1, we have the Happy Tarot with this little Ara Quartz tumble. For pile number 2, we have the Muse Tarot with this titanium quartz. And for pile number 3, we have the Twin Flame Journey Tarot with some black moonstone. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about your person. Go ahead and select the crystal or the deck that you're feeling the most intuitively connected to. Once you've made your choice, scroll down to the description box to locate the timestamp that will skip you to your chosen reading. See you there. Hey, pile 1, if you guys selected the Happy Tarot with this little pink aura quartz or pink aura tumble, this is going to be your reading. So we're looking into how your person feels about you. Blunt AF. So let's go ahead and start by channeling where your person currently stands with regard to this connection, just to kind of see what their energy is toward you. And then we'll go ahead and transition into tarot, some additional oracle cards, message cards, and of course closing it out with advice for you, my viewer. So for pile 1, where does their person stand currently with this connection? Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a lot of cards that flew out, so we definitely cannot take all of those. Hold on. We have hookup. Let's get one more. Excuse me, you guys. We have player. Oh my goodness. Strong energy coming through. Okay, so where do they stand right now, you guys? So for sure, this person is in a place where I think these cards are pretty self-explanatory. Okay, they are a player. It's interesting though, because I don't know. For those of you guys that have ever dealt with a player energy before, sometimes you don't always realize it. You know what I mean? Sometimes they're not necessarily so obvious in their intentions that they're a player. And I feel like a lot of times, sometimes when people are in this player energy, they don't even necessarily realize that that's the energy that they're in. We're going to see when we get into the tarot if this person is aware of their energy and what they're doing or not. I'd definitely be curious to look into that. But it is interesting because you guys chose this crystal that, this is a crystal that has a specific sort of coating put on top of it to get it to look this way. And so I'm wondering if this person has portrayed themselves in a certain way to you that is sort of a mask to who they really are and what they really feel deep down inside. Okay. Maybe this player energy is a facade, or for some of you guys, if you don't see them as a player, it's like they've shown you a shiny version of themselves to hide their intentions here. But they're definitely in a place where they're wanting to hook up with you. You know, they're definitely in a place where they want that physical intimacy. They want that energy of being able to have the benefits of a relationship without having the title of the relationship. And I do feel that like this is coming from an insecurity for your person. Yeah. It's like they're trying to fulfill a need that they're not able to really reciprocate. Okay, let's just get into the tarot. So you guys selected the Happy Tarot. I feel like that was a lot for an intro, so I apologize. All right, so how does pile one's person truly feel about them at this time? We have Death reversed. 9 of Wands. Eight of Cups reversed. Nine of Swords in reverse. Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, like this is so typical player. They act like this because they're sad or insecure or heartbroken about something. And this is like their way of avoiding the healing. You know what I mean? All right, let me pull one more oracle card and then we'll get into this interpretation. So for pile one, how does their person currently feel about them, please? This person may be an air sign for some of you guys. We do have a little bit more air energy on the board. We also have Scorpio energy here. Let's see. Calling in your soulmate. Okay. All right. So what is happening with this person? I mean, overwhelmingly, what I'm seeing here is somebody who's still healing from heartbreak, somebody who's still very guarded with their heart, somebody who is not quite ready to be fully vulnerable. I'm really being drawn into this 9 of Wands with the 3 of Swords first. I know we're going like a little out of order here, but to me, this is feeling like a person who is very guarded and paranoid and fearful, okay? This is someone who I feel like they don't really trust completely. And for some of you guys, for a lot of you actually who chose pile one, this feels more about this person's energy and how they would be toward any person right now. It doesn't necessarily feel like it's toward you specifically, okay? For some of you, as I'm reading the energy, you might be like, oh yeah, this person told me this. I know this is how they feel. But when someone is in this energy and they're just like all over the place and they're hooking up with multiple people, I mean, I'm not necessarily 100% seeing that here, but just know that like if they're in this energy toward you, until they heal, they're going to be like this with everybody, okay? So yeah, this is someone who just feels very guarded and paranoid about getting hurt because they are still getting over something. The 3 of Swords reverse. They're still healing or needing to heal from a heartbreak of the past. Okay. So I don't know if this person recently got out of a relationship or got out of a marriage or something like that. We also have a 3 of Pentacles in reverse too. 2 number 3s. I don't know if you guys saw, but at the beginning of the reading, when I was shuffling this deck, the third party card was showing face up, but I didn't take it because it's like, well, a million cards fell out, but it definitely caught my eye. So for some of you, I do feel like this person may be healing from a third party. Specifically. So I feel like this person with the death card in reverse, they're not really in a place right now where they're ready to let go of this type of energy and really change for the better. I feel like this person knows with you, pile number one, that like they know that they would need to make some sort of change in their energy in order to be with you. Like maybe for a lot of you guys that chose pile 1, you're wanting more of like a commitment from them, and they know that they're not ready to let go of this lifestyle in order to give you that. I also think for some of you, this person may know that this situation is not really workable. They may know underneath it all that they're really not ready to show up and be like a working team member with you in building this connection and getting things on the right track. However, there's still this energy of hanging on, because with the Death card reverse and the Eight of Cups reverse, both of these in different ways kind of talk about fear of change, fear of letting go, staying in something that isn't exactly emotionally fulfilling. Because they're afraid to like completely let it go and walk away and just be single and focus on their own healing. You know what I mean? I feel like for this group, you probably provide a sense of comfort to this person. You may have a very healing energy, which is why they're drawn to you, you know? I think there is a higher level of comfort in staying with things how they are. With the Nine of Swords reverse, like it makes them feel better to just stay in this energy with you than it makes them feel to just let it go and move on, or let this energy go and move into a committed relationship. And I do think that this person with the Page of Pentacles, they definitely have curiosity about you, right? They're staying connected to you even though they're not really emotionally open or emotionally available for anything more, because they're curious. There's something about you that piques their interest. But again, with the Page of Pentacles, it's slow moving energy. You know what I mean? This is not somebody who's jumping in, diving in head first. This is someone that's very, very slow to progress things. And I'm also getting, for some of you, this person, I feel like there's something about their work or their career that could be impacting this connection as well. With the Three of Pentacles reverse and the Page of Pentacles, maybe they've recently started something new in their career that's causing them to feel a little bit insecure about showing up in a more stable sort of energy for you, because they may not feel stable within themselves. So with calling in your soulmate, you know, this says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. If you're in separation from this person, I do feel that they are calling you in energetically because they're not ready to let it go, okay? That's how I feel. I don't know. Like, it just doesn't feel like this person is really in the best place. They may be of the opinion that they're, like, ready for love, but they're really not. You know, they just want somebody to be a source of comfort to them while they're healing, okay? So let's see. Let's clarify with some of these cards. So how does pile 1's person feel about them? We do have true love. We have when it fits, it flows. Okay. How does pile 1's person feel about them? Family matters. Okay. So there is sort of like, again, there's like that third party energy here. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're in another relationship or something, but when I see family matters, to me, that feels like something that's external to your connection. Okay. There could be something about a child here as well with the Page of Pentacles, but there's maybe also for some of you, I feel like for some of you out there, you may have a child with this person already, and they are staying sort of emotionally connected to you because of the fact that you share a child together. But it does not feel like this is a person that's ultimately ready for true love, especially with true love coming up over this Death card reverse with the Nine of Swords. I feel like for some of you, this person may think that they're in love with you, or they may really genuinely have love for you, but there's an inability here to actually there's an inability that they have to actually make the changes within themselves to be able to really receive and welcome that love into their life. And I do think that they are feeling like something within this connection isn't really flowing for them. You know, they're feeling very guarded about the situation and maybe feeling some friction from you. And I think the reason being is that you guys are on different pages about what you both want from the situation. Whenever people are not on the same page, it's always going to cause a lot of friction, you know? So let's see how they're perceiving the status of your relationship right now. So for pile 1, how does this person perceive the status of this connection? Look at this. It's crazy. All right, let's see. How is pile one's person perceiving the status of their connection to my viewers? Boot up. Sex, cuddling, spending nights together. Yeah, I mean, they enjoy that energy. That type of energy exchange with you is definitely something they like. Sexual fantasies. I get lost thinking about you. There's sometimes, too, for me with the Page of Pentacles, this is someone who's very physically curious about you as well. So that's definitely coming through. We have my shorty. I'm not yours. You're not mine, but I'll always be around. See, there's that lingering energy of knowing, like, it's like knowing that the connection is not fulfilling or the connection's not really progressing, but like sticking in it, lingering. It's like someone who cycles in and out of your life in a sense, you know? There's not commitment here. This is like, we're just boot up, you know? It's a situationship type of energy is what I feel this person feels. This might be the type of situation, you all, where like you guys actually have to be the one to cut it off, because I do feel like this person is very comfortable in this energy with you. I'm not really seeing any indications that they're actually wanting to change the status of this connection right now. And with that 3 of Pentacles in reverse, I don't think that you're going to be getting someone who's actually like a team player with you. You know, they want convenience. They want chemistry. They want, you know, physical stuff with you. I'm not yours, you're not mine, but I'll always be around. You know what I mean? So you guys may actually have to be the one to transition out of this situation, because I don't think this person is going to walk away. They enjoy the energy that they can exchange with you. So let's see. How do they feel? What do they want to say to my pile number 1 viewers? It's worth it. Yeah, they feel this energy is worth it to them to exchange in with you. Let's see what else. You turn me on in so many ways. So yeah, lots of physical chemistry, lots of physical attraction that they feel toward you. We are meant to be. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so we had the true love, we are meant to be. So this person may really feel energetically inside like this could be what they really believe, you guys. They may really believe that you guys are really meant and that it is true love and that you are a soulmate to them, and that could be the case. Maybe you guys feel that way as well. I think the thing that concerns me about this energy that I'm seeing is that it seems very much about physical attraction, and it feels very much about what this person can gain from you. I don't see any indication from the cards we pulled here that this person is really serious about reciprocation, right? I don't see that they're really serious about changing their behavior or changing this connection and really transitioning it over into something that's mutually beneficial to you both. I don't see any indication that this person is willing to build with you, you know? So I guess what I'm trying to say is that it feels very one-sided. So even though they may have these feelings, I think what's missing in this energy is somebody who's willing to put in the effort to actually create and build with you. Okay. Now, if you guys are okay with that, that's fine. You know, we're all in different stages of what type of relationships we want, you know, but this person is definitely more focused on the hookup energy for sure. So pile 1, let's look and see what guidance or advice you want to keep in mind as you navigate this connection. So what advice do we have for my pile 1 viewers, please? Fears. I have the spirit of a warrior and will rely upon this energy to get me through any challenges I may face. So to me, this is about taking the lead in this situation. If you're not happy where this person is leading you or their lack of leadership, this is saying tap into your own leadership energy and you decide what direction you are going in, regardless of this person. It may even be the situation where you all need to tell them, hey, like this is the type of connection that I want. If it's not this, you're either in or you're out. Like, what do you want? Okay. Let's see. Alienation. The act of isolation stems from fear of intimacy. Do not take this behavior personally or try to force anyone to open up. Yes, like that is what this energy is, you guys. It is a fear of intimacy. And for those of you that have been kind of back and forth with this person, or they've sort of orbited in and out of your life, you felt alienated by them perhaps. This is such a beautiful message for you to understand that like the reason they're doing this has nothing to do with you. Like I was saying at the beginning of the reading, this person would show up in this energy to anyone right now because they're not doing the work to actually heal whatever heartbreak they've suffered, okay? So just don't take it personally. I know it's hard not to, but it's really not about you. That's why so much of the message was more about your person and what headspace they're in versus how they feel about you. You know what I mean? Let's grab one more for you. Broken promises. When you are ready, I know you will fix this. So kind of both of these cards talking about you all leaning back from actually like taking action with regard to this person. You know what I mean? Don't force them to open up. Don't force them to apologize or heal or anything. Just take control of yourself. You know what I mean? Take control of yourself and focus on what you need to be doing in your own personal life. And if and when this person is ready to communicate or rectify, let them be the one to do it. You don't have to be the one to fix this, is I think what this is trying to say. Okay. So pile 1, what a very interesting and hopefully illuminating reading for you. I would love to hear from you in the comments down below what aspects of the reading you felt resonated the most with your situation. So please drop me a note and let me know. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so that you will be notified as soon as I upload a new video. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Bye. Hey, pile 2, if you guys picked out this titanium aura quartz with the Muse Tarot, this is going to be your reading, and we're going to be looking into how your person feels about you. Blunt AF. So I'm going to start with some oracle cards, and I'm going to use this deck just to kind of channel your person's current position with regard to this connection. Then we're going to transition into tarot, oracle cards, message cards, and some advice for you. So let's take a look here and see. For pile 2, where does their person currently stand with regard to this connection? We have hookup. Surrender. Okay. So this person is definitely showing up in a place of wanting, I think, something a little bit more casual, perhaps. It's interesting because, like, you guys did choose a crystal that is sort of like, it's a quartz covered in this titanium coating, right? So what I get from this is maybe somebody who is not necessarily showing you who they truly are, or not necessarily showing you what their true intentions are. Like they're blocking that out. So this could be a person who's actually got a little bit of a fear of being seen, a fear of being vulnerable. It could be because they want this hookup energy with you, but they're afraid to just come out and say that because they know it may not be received well. But they also just may be in this hookup energy because they're insecure about something right now, or feeling very protective or guarded over their heart space, okay? They may have like kind of a tough exterior, or kind of like put on like a shiny persona to you that is sort of like a blockage. Like it's a way to sort of deflect you from finding out who they really are beneath the surface. And with surrender coming up here, you know, this is typically an energy where someone is more lean back, go with the flow, someone that's not really in a place where they're going to put a lot of action towards something. They're just sort of releasing it and letting it go and letting things align as they will naturally. So very interesting energy to start us off. Let's go ahead and get into your tarot cards next, just to see what else we can find out. So for pile 2, how does their person currently feel about them? Child 2's person feel? Ace of Cups in reverse. Ace of Pentacles upright. Six of Wands in reverse. Page of Cups. Ten of Cups reversed. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Bottom deck energy is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. We're going to pull one more oracle card. Let me just move this over here. I'm going to pull one more oracle card just to kind of see what else we need to know, and then we'll get into this energy. So how does pile 2's person currently feel about them? Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And we have children at the bottom of the deck, which is really interesting because when I saw that Page of Cups, that was kind of something that came into my mind, was like inner child healing or something to do with this person's childhood. All right. So how do they feel, pile number 2? Well, I want to start by saying I do think that this person sees that there's a lot of potential for this connection. You have the Ace of Cups reversed with the Ace of Pentacles, and aces are always talking about new beginnings. New beginnings or the potential for an opportunity to grow and flourish into something as long as effort is put into it, right? So these aces will forever stay potentials only unless there's an effort put into growing them, if that makes sense. And what I'm feeling from your person's energy right now is that they're in a place, again, of surrender. So even though they may be recognizing this potential lies with this connection, I don't feel that they're in a space where they think it's the best time to actually put effort into this and to really build something with you. This person with the Queen of Voices reversed may not be the best at communicating about their feelings or communicating clearly about what they want and need from you. This person may be a little bit passive-aggressive in their communication, I'm getting. There's just like an undertone of something about communication being off. Okay. For some of you guys, I feel like this Queen of Swords reverse is almost referring to having been cut off as well. So maybe there's been a break in this connection or been some physical distance between the both of you, something like that. But they're in this place of surrender. Like they feel like right now is not the time to really dive into this connection with you, that there's potential here, but they would rather wait than to move forward right now. I think that this person is struggling with vulnerability. The Ace of Cups reverse, I think that this person is in a place where they feel very emotionally drained right now and tapped out. And it has to do with some sort of feelings that they do have. Like I do feel that this person, I'm really being drawn to this heart energy here. I definitely see that they have feelings for you. Page of Cups is feelings. It is kind of crush feelings. But I feel like this is new for them still. Like, I think that they feel really uncomfortable about these feelings that they have for you. Even though they're small, even though it's a new thing for them, it might just feel new in general to feel this awakened at their heart space. And it's causing them to feel a bit drained and anxious, I think. They may have some trust issues when it comes to this connection, or just trust issues in general when it comes to relationships. And I do feel like this is related to their inner child. Your love life is being affected by children. So this is not necessarily, I don't think, anything to do with you, my viewer, pile 2. I feel like this is more about your person needing to do some work on themselves. Whether it's like going to therapy or whatever, like there's some sort of healing that needs to happen around the way that they connect emotionally to others and their comfortability with feeling these vulnerable emotions with others, because it almost feels like the fact that they have these feelings is causing them to feel very stressed or very just like, what's the word I'm looking for? Just like anxious or emotionally depleted for some reason. Maybe something about your energy, maybe if there was some sort of break or some sort of communication that went awry, maybe this also really hurt your person's feelings too. Your person is they're just not sure about building with you. Like, they see that there is this potential for this connection, but it's like with this 10 of Cups here, this is the energy of sort of seeing things very realistically. I heard the word cynical. Like, I don't know if this person's a little cynical about love or about this connection right now, but the 10 of Cups can sometimes talk about like divorce, again, going back to childhood stuff. It can talk about maybe you guys have been with this person and have been divorced. Breakups of families is coming up here. And so it's like this energy with the Ace of Pentacles of knowing that there's opportunity here, but almost questioning whether or not it's worth it. Because I just continue to feel like this person has maybe recently gone through a divorce or separation with someone else, or they experienced this in their childhood. It's really affected the way that they navigate relationships. And with the Six of Wands reverse, Eight of Pentacles reverse, this person doesn't feel confident to really take the lead in this relationship. Again, they're in a place of surrender, worth waiting for. They don't feel confident or ready to step into that leadership position, because with the Eight of Pentacles reverse, it's like they don't want to put in the effort right now. Like, they're questioning that effort. And I feel like this person would prefer for things to just feel easy with this situation versus something they have to really show up and put effort into. Okay, so this is really interesting energy, guys. Let's go ahead and get into some additional oracle cards and just see what other insights we can gain here. How does pile 2's person feel about them? Challenging times. Yep. I mean, especially with their emotions, like, it doesn't feel good to them right now. The emotions that they're feeling, there's a lot of mixed feelings here. Physical attraction. So that could be sort of like where that flip-flopping indecision energy is coming from, because they have physical chemistry with you, but they're wondering if it's worth it to actually go the distance with you right now. Could be your person. It's like they see, with worth waiting for, it's like, I do think that this person sees your value, you guys. Like, I definitely feel like they see that you're someone who's worthy of waiting. This isn't always a bad thing, because it's like, it at least shows us that this person has some level of discernment around, like, knowing that you could be someone really special to them and waiting for them to really be energetically ready for this. You know what I mean? I don't feel like this person necessarily wants to just have a relationship based off of physical chemistry only, you know? I think that they want to find the right partner. Let's see how they're perceiving the status of your connection. it feels like somebody who's just not ready for a relationship. And I feel like they recognize that you, my viewer, are ready for a relationship perhaps, and are somebody that's very special, but they're just not ready to show up for you in that building phase. They're in release. They're in surrender mode right now. Okay. We do have spiritual connection. There's a strong bond with you and this person. So they feel that connection with you, you know? Let's see. Friends with benefits. Yep. So they're recognizing and feeling this is a situation that they see as more than friends, but aren't ready to necessarily take to the next level yet. Let's see. One more. We have there are no words that can explain how you will feel. Just enjoy this feeling. Yeah. So it's like, this feels more like the status of this connection. We have situationship. This can get confusing. Ask yourself, where is this going and what do you want? I don't know if this person knows fully what they want yet. I think that they know that this is a situation that might be a little unclear, not clearly defined. Even though they feel that chemistry, that pull toward you, the way they're perceiving the status of this connection is more casual right now. And I definitely think that they enjoy how they feel when they're with you. It feels more like someone who's in the moment right now versus being super future oriented with where they want to take this situation. Like, I don't see that they have like any clear intentions for the future yet, okay? Though I do think that they have some understanding that it might be beneficial to hold off on continuing with this energy with you if they wanted a relationship in the future. I think for now they're just enjoying the moment. And it's like this energy of relationship can be later in divine timing. So let's see, pile 2. What do they want to say? What would they like to get off of their chest? Let's flirt. Okay. Casual, flirty energy. I express myself differently to you. So they do, yeah. I mean, it's like this person definitely feels comfortable with you in certain ways, you know, more so than maybe others. This is true love. I'm reprioritizing. See, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. It's like, it's weird, pile 2, because there's a lot of this, like, I do feel this person is aware of like maybe the need to draw back and wait versus like continuing in this particular like hookup energy with you. But there's a lot of indication that they're still sort of like 1 foot into the casual energy in a sense. But I do think that they have a recognition that this situation could progress into something more, again, with all the aces that we had here. And maybe this person is in surrender mode, especially if you guys haven't been in communication with them. I feel like this is the reason why, is they're trying to like kind of get their life together a little bit more. And maybe through reprioritizing, they've come into this realization that it's better to wait versus just indulging in this connection all the time, okay? Or indulging in the connection in this hookup energy. So let's grab one more. That's the wrong deck. Let's grab just some guidance for you, my viewer, pile 2. So let's just kind of see what you may want to consider keeping in mind as you continue to navigate this connection. What should pile 2 keep in mind, guidance and advice, as they navigate this connection moving forward? Broken promise. When you're ready, I know you will fix this. So I think there's a need for you all to also be in surrender mode and allow this person to fix the situation when they're ready in divine timing. Let's see what else. Self-love. I must learn to provide myself the same love and dedication I give to others. Beautiful. So if this connection felt imbalanced to you guys, if you felt like you were giving more, because it doesn't really feel like this person is able to give right now, just the place that they're in. It might be good to reflect on this energy, like maybe asking yourself, why did I give so much to this person who was not reciprocating? Let's see. We have like attracts like. My energetic frequency determines my experiences, which is really interesting. So it's like with this person, you guys, I do feel there's a lot of mixed feelings. There's a lot of emotional unavailability right now. And so I think it might be worth reflecting on, like, if you, my viewer, are continuing to sort of tap into this energy with this person or exchange energy with this person in any way, when you already know that they're not available for anything more right now, they're not showing you that through their actions or indicating that through the communication the two of you have, there's something about you then that may also be emotionally unavailable because you're continuing to go back into a situation that you know isn't ultimately giving you what you want, okay? So just some interesting messages for reflection, pile 2. We will go ahead and end the reading here. I would love to hear from you in the comments which aspects you felt resonated the most with your situation. So drop me a comment below. Let me know. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so that you will be notified as soon as I upload a new video. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye. Hey, pile 3, if you guys picked out the Twin Flame Journey Tarot with this beautiful black moonstone, this will be your reading. We're looking into how does your person feel? Blunt AF. So we're going to kick off your reading first by channeling your person's current position as it pertains to this connection. So let's just kind of look to see where they stand when it comes to you in this relationship. So where does pile 3's person stand? We have third party, okay. We have truth. We do have finances at the bottom, and it's interesting because when I first looked at this card, I feel like it looked like a work situation to me from a distance. Like, I don't know why, because people are wearing blazers and like collared shirts. I don't know. Something about the energy of this card was giving me work energy. Now, when I look at it up close, I don't know. That might not be the case, but for some reason I was feeling like that was the case. So there's definitely something here with their financial situation that's coming through. And there could be a work situation that's sort of a third party energy for those of you who chose pile 3, where the third party is them focusing on their work and finances and things like that. Third party, though, can mean a lot of things to a lot of different situations. You know, a lot of times we jump to a conclusion with this card that it means that they're in another relationship or dating someone else. It doesn't always mean that, you know. So if you don't know that to be true, and again, we're going to see as we get into the tarot here, but initially it felt like work to me. But this can really be talking about any sort of external factor that your person is dedicating a lot of time, effort, and energy into. And it's something that is preventing this person from being able to fully invest or show up to this connection, okay? I do feel with truth coming out here that there is some sort of communication that this person is wanting to have with you about this third-party energy. This is giving very Queen of Swords energy to me. So I think that they do want to have a conversation with you about what's been going on in their life, whatever it is, okay? So let's see. Let's get some more info here. You guys did choose the Twin Flame Journey Tarot. So some of you guys might resonate with twin flames, but it doesn't have to be that. All right. So how does pile number 3's person feel about them, please? Three of Pentacles in reverse, work energy again. Let's see. Three of Cups in reverse, more third-party energy coming through. Okay. We have a Ten of Wands. Queen of Cups in reverse. The Five of Swords. Seven of Cups in reverse. With the Nine of Wands reverse at the bottom. I'm going to pull from one more oracle deck, and then we'll get into this. How does this person currently feel about my pile 3? Okay, come on. We have religious factors. Heart-to-heart conversations at the bottom. Yeah, like there is this desire to honestly discuss feelings, okay? Definitely feeling that coming through, just confirming this energy of the Truth card being here. So religious factors is interesting, guys, because this card says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So sometimes when we see this card, this can be like someone is feeling like these specific factors are, like the card says, influencing the way they can show up in this relationship. So for some of you, this could be a situation where your person has different spiritual beliefs than you, and this is causing some differences within this connection. I also do think for some of you, this person may already have a committed relationship that they haven't really told you about, maybe a marriage, something that's more like official on paper. If you don't know that to be true, though, please don't freak out when I say that. I also think, going back to the fact that you guys chose the Twin Flame deck, that this could be talking about a connection that is meant to teach you a lesson. It doesn't necessarily have to mean this person is a twin flame. But this connection for this person is, I feel, triggering some sort of growth, or they're learning some sort of a lesson about themselves. Like this connection is on their spiritual path for a reason, a deeper reason here. And it would be up to that person to really define what that is. You know, that's not always information that's given readily here in the cards. But with two of these threes, the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups being here, this is kind of confirming the third party energy. So again, for some of you guys, this is a work third party situation. For others of you, I do feel like it could be another love interest or something like that. But it definitely seems that this person is wanting to tell you the truth or confess something, because with the Nine of Wands reverse, I think that this situation has been actually causing your person a lot of stress in their life, potentially a lot of drama in their life as well with the Five of Swords. And I see that this person feels like they have a lot on their shoulders as they're trying to navigate and manage this situation. I wonder if your person had been kind of in a fantasy about this relationship, or maybe you were sort of an escape for this person with that third party energy coming up. And now that they're understanding that there are real consequences to whatever actions they took, or they're understanding the reality of their circumstances, it's almost like they are feeling very burdened now by the situation, because it's no longer about the fantasy of it anymore or the escapism of it anymore. It's now like, okay, it's like they've gotten some sort of harsh reality check about this relationship. Maybe this was from a conversation you had with them where you just cut the crap and you were like, listen, here's where I'm at. But whatever it is, I think that this person with the 10 of Wands, I'm really being drawn to this light bulb energy. So there's definitely a realization here as well that this person is now reflecting on this situation and understanding that whatever they were doing here with you, it is causing a lot of burden and stress on them. And I think it's very difficult for them to manage this situation. Maybe more so than whenever this connection started. And that makes a lot of sense because a lot of times with these like third party energies, when somebody has other stuff going on in their life or another person that they're supposed to be connected to in a more committed way, and then they start connecting with someone else, like it is going to create a lot of stress. It is a lot for one person to scatter their energy between so many different things. I'm almost feeling like with this person, with the 3 of Cups in reverse, I feel almost like this person may have some regrets around the way that they engaged with you. I don't know if this was like a situation that was very tempting to them. We do have that on the 7 of Cups, but like, I don't know why. I feel like some of you guys, I don't know if you like hooked up with this person at like a work event or something. Like, I know that's very oddly specific, but that's kind of the vibe I get for someone out there. Like, I think that they do regret kind of indulging with you in the way that they did. But I also feel like there's this energy of them having picked who they want to be with or how they want to invest their energy and maybe not being totally forthcoming with you about that yet. I feel like this person is not very good. Even though they're desiring communication, they may not be very good at it. You know, this is somebody who plays a lot of games. This is somebody who plays a lot of games and always wants to have the upper hand. Okay? And it comes from somebody who's very afraid of being vulnerable and afraid of being able to show who they really are beneath the surface. This person may, I don't know why I keep speaking in past tense, like this is something that already happened, but if it's currently happening, just like this person may have wanted to really manipulate the situation in their favor. And I feel like they are now realizing that they cannot sustain that anymore. It's causing too much stress and burden in their life. And so with the 3 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, I do feel like this person is feeling as though they're not able to really step up and actually dedicate and collaborate and get this connection back on track. They may actually be feeling like it's not worth it anymore because there's this energy with the Queen of Cups reverse of kind of being emotionally detached from the situation, or maybe the situation causing them some anxiety, causing their emotions to be kind of out of whack. This person may also be perceiving you, my viewer, as this Queen of Cups energy, as somebody who's very sensitive or somebody who's very, they may feel like you're not in control of your emotions. And this is why this person does not want to work together with you to kind of bring things back on track. So this energy feels very interesting, to say the least. Like the more that I'm getting into this energy, it's weird, pile 3, because it definitely is giving me like work energy, but also like third party love energy. And so I'm wondering if for some of you guys, this is someone that you worked with. Like something about this connection for someone out there is connected to work and finances. So definitely comment below and let me know the situation with this person. So let's go ahead and see what else we can learn about this person's feelings. How does pile 3 feel? How does their person feel about my pile 3 viewers? We have shadow work. Yeah. Going back to spiritual path, we have nothing to worry about. Let's see. Text, call, email, DM. baby steps. So wanting to take things very slow. But yeah, going back to the shadow work energy, what we talked about with, spiritual path with religious factors, I definitely think that this connection may be exposing to your person like some areas of their own personality that need to be explored. I definitely think that this person has a side of them that showed up in a very negative light, perhaps, as they were connecting with you. And this person is now sort of becoming aware to the truth of their own behavior. I almost feel like this nothing to worry about is their manipulation energy coming through. Like they're either telling you, oh, don't worry, everything's fine, when you know that something is off, or this might be the games they're playing with themselves. This way of kind of covering it up to not have to address the situation. But again, with text, call, email, DM, I definitely feel this person is energetically wanting to come forward and clear the air with you. So let's see. How are they perceiving the status of this connection? How is pile 3's person perceiving the status of this connection? We have smoking mirrors. This one will tell you whatever you want to hear. Okay. Interesting. Let's see what else. We have fear. Fear of the unknown is why you're settling. The chaser likes what they can't have or what's not good for them. And we have confessions. It's about to get real. So again, I keep getting these messages confirming that they want to talk to you about something or tell you the truth about something here. I do feel this fear energy could be potentially related to whatever the third party energy is, if it's another person in their life. But I also think for some of you guys, if this third party energy is more related to this person's finances and their work, they may feel as though they're settling in the energy that they're bringing to you, okay? And this can be blocking them from wanting to progress things forward. But I do think it's important to note that this is kind of a person who may come in and out of your life, and kind of the thrill of the chase is what I feel with this. Like, they get ignited by something that's a little bit like forbidden and whether they're in a relationship and they like to chase other people, or something about the relationships they chase after are toxic, there's definitely something that this person is needing to heal within themselves about, like, why are they going after something that they know they shouldn't be? And this energy of smoke and mirrors, like, there's illusions here, is what that's talking about. And this might be the way they perceive you, but I think for others of you, this is sort of like their energy. It's giving that 5 of Swords, not really, maybe not the 5 of Swords, but there's definitely this vibe of like putting up a front, not being totally truthful, but they're wanting to be truthful now. They're wanting to kind of cut to the heart of the matter here. Especially if you guys have been the ones confusing this person, they definitely want the truth. So let's see what they want to say, pile 3. What does this person want to say? What would they like to get off of their chest and tell you? So this one flipped over. I'm in a dark place. Yeah. They don't feel great about whatever they've done here. I feel you. So they definitely still feel this connection to you. Again, this does feel like a spiritual connection for a lot of you guys. Let's get one more. I want out. There's something about this situation that is causing like burdens here that they want to relieve off of their shoulders. We have, I'm sick of the old paradigm. So they're tired of something that they've been doing in their life, okay? And maybe this is something with their religious beliefs or some sort of situation that they're currently in. They don't like it and they want out of it. That could be this connection with you. That could be just the situation in general. They want relief from it, but there's something they're wanting out of. There's something they're wanting relief from because it's not sustainable for them. So pile 3, I want to look to see just what messages of guidance or advice you may want to keep in mind as you are navigating this relationship. So what should pile 3 keep in mind about this connection? Okay. Headspace. I have the ability to change my mood by the thoughts I am choosing to think. I focus on things that bring me joy, not on things that rob me of my peace. So really checking in with how you are thinking about things and even checking in on, is this connection something that is bringing you joy or is it something that's robbing you of your joy and peace? Okay. We have universe. I trust in the laws of karma to balance out the scales of any injustices. So leaning back and allowing the universe to take care of things and let it bring it back into balance for you. You do not have to go after seeking retribution or be the one to sort of feel burdened to even out the scales here. This is saying that it will be taken care of on its own. We have fierce. I have the spirit of a warrior and will rely upon this energy to get through any challenges I may face. So trusting in yourself and knowing that you have the stamina, the willpower, the confidence to get through this situation, because it definitely seems like something that was pretty tough. I do feel that there might be some injustices here that you guys have suffered from the hands of this person, and it may not feel fair, you know. But this is saying that you can get through anything. I also think this is saying that it's important for you guys to lean into your own personal authority, right? Like if this person is leaving you in limbo or you're waiting around for them to do something or you found something out that you don't like about the situation, this is saying you have the personal authority to walk away or to make whatever choice or decision you need to make for you. So don't wait around for this person to make it right or this person to take action. You be the one to take the action because it's your life ultimately. So pile 3, we are going to go ahead and close out this reading here, but I would love to hear from you in the comments what aspects of the reading resonate with your relationship and your situation. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so that you will be updated whenever I upload a new video, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye.